Hello everyone, welcome to House News. The 13th Asian Parliamentary General Assembly has pledged to work together to strengthen cooperation for sustainable global economic development. If you are parents who have children aged 6 to 11, then there is good news for you. The government is ready to provide free COVID-19 vaccines for kids. The House believes MSMEs are a solution to face the potential global recession, which is forecast to occur in 2023. The House supports the government's plan to upgrade the COVID-19 tracing app Peduli Lindungi into a more comprehensive citizen health app. If you are a traveler, the Hagia Sophia is well worth visiting. It was built as Christian cathedral, it later became a mosque, and last century it became a museum. The 80th Annual Golden Globe Awards have taken place in Los Angeles with the Banshees of Inisherin leading the winners. The Committee for Inter-Parliamentary Cooperation of the House urges the member of the Asian Parliamentary Assembly to implement the fiscal transparency and accountability system as demanded by the Global Organization of Parliamentarians Against Corruption. During the 13th Asian Parliamentary Assembly, the Vice Chairperson of the Committee for Inter-Parliamentary Cooperation or BKSAP of the House, Hafiz Thohir, says Asian countries should combat corruption in managing the state financial. Corruption has negative impact on people's welfare, it is also weakens the democracy. Therefore, Hafiz hopes strengthening multilateral cooperation among Asian parliaments can eliminate corruption in the Asian region.
Sistem yang sudah teraplikasi di GoPack, ya bagaimana kita di sana juga untuk memberikan transparansi dan rasa kepercayaan kepada masyarakat dunia. Kalau kita lihat Asia itu peringkat negara-negaranya terhadap indeks korupsi itu masih cukup tinggi, terutama negara-negara yang masih berkembang dan mempunyai sistem demokrasi yang tidak sistem pemerintahnya yang tidak menjalankan sistem demokrasi yang terbuka. Banyak sekali terjadi penyimpangan karena sistem audit negara, khususnya Supreme Audit, itu tidak bekerja.
The KSAP of the House actively voiced the important role of Parliament to combat corruption at the Conference of the State Parties to the United Nations Convention Against Corruption in Egypt in 2021. The Anti-Corruption Convention affirms parliamentarians have a key role in eradicating corruptions. From Turkey, Hilman Hidayat, TVR Parliament report. Commission 9 of the House supports the government to provide COVID-19 vaccine for children aged 6 months to 11 years old. The Commission demands the vaccines to be immediately distributed all over Indonesia. After the Food and Drug Supervisory Agency or BPOM issued a permit for emergency use of vaccine for children aged 6 months to 11 years, government, through the Ministry of Health, is ready to provide and distribute free community vaccine produced by Pfizer-BioNTech. Member of Commission 9 of the House, Irma Suryani, welcomes that government policy. Irma Suryani says getting children vaccinated against COVID-19 will stop the spread of the virus in Indonesia. Furthermore, Irma encourages the government to immediately administer the vaccine and continue booster distribution for adults.
Kita selalu dukung karena memang faktanya vaksin ini memang menjadi pintu ya untuk menutup agar COVID-19 ini bisa dikendalikan di dalam tubuh gitu ya. Artinya vaksin ini tidak lagi berbahaya gitu ya karena sudah ada vaksinasi yang bisa melawan virus ini.
Another member of Commission 9 of the House, Arzeti Bilbina, appreciates the government plan to provide the vaccine free of charge to children. Arzeti mentions vaccination for children is necessary to anticipate and to improve the health of next Indonesian generations.
Itu buat aku satu hal positif ya, karena buat antisipasi lah, merupakan tambahan payung bagi anak-anak kita untuk lebih kepada meningkatkan kesehatan generasi-generasi yang nanti akan meneruskan bangsa ini.
Ken and Tegar, TVR Parlemen report. The House encourages the government to maximize the role of micro, small and medium enterprises or MSMEs. MSMEs, as the people's economic motor, is expected to boost economic growth amid a looming global recession. At the Parliament complex recently, member of Commission 6 of the House, Ahmad Baidowi, affirms the World Bank has projected the Indonesia's economy will continue to grow in 2023. However, this forecast does not guarantee Indonesia will not be heavily impacted by the global recession. Therefore, Baidowi encourages the government to strengthen the MSMEs by maximizing the people's business credit to be distributed through state-owned banks. Baidowi believes this step will boost national economic growth, which can help Indonesia to survive from the global recession.
Antisipasi dini itu yang perlu dilakukan, salah satunya bagaimana membuat daya tahan dari UMKM itu bisa tercapai, bisa terwujud gitu. APBN kita itu sudah memberikan kelonggaran terkait dengan relaksasi keuangan bagi pelaku UMKM, yakni melalui KUR gitu.
Member of Commission 6 of the House Hilmi urges the government to provide training and education for MSMEs in order to create more innovations related to the product types and marketing methods.
Saya kalau melihat dari perbankan ini sudah sangat optimal untuk pemberian KUR kepada masyarakat. Nah, ini tinggal bimbingan UMKM untuk produk apa yang bisa dibuat dan bagaimana cara memasarkannya ini yang harus terus kita lakukan, mencari terobosan-terobosan baru.
Regarding to the concerns about non-performing loan, Hilmi requests the banks to be more careful in distributing the credit program. Hilmi hopes the bank can review the customers more accurately. Helmi Darmawan, TVR Parlemen report. After the government officially revoked the community activity restriction, the Minister of Health declares the Peduli Lindungi application will still be used as an anticipatory measure against any spike in COVID-19 cases. Commission 9 of the House supports the policy maintaining Peduli Lindungi and the government's plan to integrate the app with Satu Sehat platform. Member of Commission 9 of the House, Edi Wuryanto, assessed the Ministry of Health has certainly considered the use of the Peduli Lindungi application even though the activity restrictions or PPKM has officially been ended. Edi admitted the application has been effective in preventing COVID-19 transmission during the pandemic in Indonesia. Edi Wuryanto added as the coronavirus is still mutating, it is important to keep using Peduli Lindungi for contact tracing.
Jadi saya kira tepat kalau Peduli Lindungi tetap dipertahankan. Jadi kalau ada sesuatu kita masih punya sistem di dalam penanganan COVID secara lebih baik. Jadi kalau melonggarkan protokol kesehatan PPKM dicabut itu sesungguhnya adalah bagian dari upaya kita turunkan nanti efeknya seperti apa. Saya kira pemerintah nanti kalau pada evaluasinya kok ada peningkatan COVID, lalu ada varian baru, ya pasti akan kembali kepada protokol kan. Peduli Lindungi harus tetap dipertahankan.
The government now intends to transform Peduli Lindungi into a citizen health app, which is a part of Indonesia's master plan of integrating all healthcare data into a single platform called Satu Sehat. The government also targets the Satu Sehat system to be connected by the end of 2023. The function of this integrated health system is not limited to vaccine and scanning, but also to check children's immunization, general checkups, and data on CT scan and MRI as well. Andri Triana, TVR Parlemen reports. Hagia Sophia is one of the most visited tourist destinations in Istanbul, and it is well worth your time. The architecture is incredible, the history is rich, and the mosaics and paintings are breathtaking. Let's take a closer look at the Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia is the national landmark of Turkey, located at the center of the capital Istanbul. The Hagia Sophia's temple was initially built as the Church of Divine Wisdom. It was the highest-ranking temple in the Byzantine Empire, the cathedral of the Patriarch, and a place of prayer and coronation for Byzantine emperors. It was founded by Emperor Justinian I in the 6th century. It was then converted into a mosque by the Mehmed the Conqueror of Ottoman Empire in 14th century. The transformation of the church into a mosque caused the removal of bells, altar, iconostasis, and sacred vessels. Eventually, many mosaics were plastered over again. Under the rule of the Ottomans, Hagia Sophia attained Islamic features such as the mihrab, the minbar, and the 4 minarets outside. It was in 1935 when the first Turkish president Mustafa Kemal Atatürk converted the mosque into a museum. Hagia Sophia is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This is mostly because of its amazing architecture. Hagia Sophia held the status of a museum until 2020 when the Turkish government reconverted back into a mosque. All visitors, Muslim and non-Muslims, are still allowed to enter the mosque provided they follow certain rules. The Golden Globes were held for the 80th time in history, though this year's ceremony was notable for a bigger reason. The award, which is supposed to honor excellence in film and TV, has been trying to recover from a racial exclusion scandal after Los Angeles Times revealed that none of the Hollywood Foreign press members was black. This year's Golden Globes Awards have been announced. After being taken off the air due to controversy among its former voting body, the awards show is back on NBC following internal changes made by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Quoted from Vanity Fair, the Fabelmans took home the Best Picture Drama Prize as well as Best Director for Steven Spielberg. The Banshees of Inisherin won the Best Comedy and Screenplay prizes as well as an acting statue for Colin Farrell. Everything Everywhere All at Once took home stages for stars Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan. On the TV side, the dynamic duo of Jennifer Coolidge and Mike White dominated near the end of the show. Coolidge gave a wonderfully rambling speech accepting her Best Supporting Actress prize just moments before White accepted the Best Limited Series trophy. Abbott Elementary also had an exceptional run, taking home Best Comedy Series as well as acting awards for stars and creator. And that's the House News for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House News only on TVR Parlemen.